UMB is the state's premier university for the health sciences. And at its core, sustainability is really just about health, better health for our community and frankly for the planet as well. So what we attempted to do on the 6th floor for design and construction is to show and implement and educate others in material selections and in design to make a tremendous difference in terms of health and wellness. Welcome to the 6th floor of design and construction, and this is probably the highlight of our tour. This is UMB's first green wall, done in 2019. Many people see it for the first time and can't believe these are real plants because they look so beautiful. We purposely tried to get a variety of plants to give it different textures that people could enjoy. And I don't need to tell any of you how plants and greenery just make us feel better just by their presence and our proximity to them. But in addition, there are some interesting things that this green wall does that not all green walls do. First of all, it is self-irrigating. So that reduces the maintenance effort. There are water pumps that go on a regular cycle. It's adjusted during the year for that. But then in addition, plants purify the air. But this is a filter on steroids because what happens is the air is actually drawn through the soil medium. It's not traditional soil, and the soil works as a filter. It filters the air over 100 times more than the plants by themselves would. And we purposely wanted to use repurposed wood, recycled wood. So all the wood of this base that encloses the pumps and the fan is repurposed wood in alignment with our sustainability goals. Welcome to the largest neighborhood here at Design and Construction. And I mention neighborhood because what we were attempting to do is to create distinct neighborhoods with their own colors for orientation and to give people a sense of where they are in the space. What you see are red accent walls, blue used on the doors. The most important thing we did in the space was to get away from the idea of all the lucky people with the offices along the perimeter and everyone else in the dark interior. Instead, we literally pulled offices back to the interior, created large window areas for them, and then set up a choice between more privacy and a little bit less privacy, but proximity to windows, and then expanded that access to daylight and view so that more people could share. You'll also see different acoustical treatments. This one is one of people's favorite. It's called the Wave. We have gotten rid of the traditional drop ceiling in this open area, which again creates more spaciousness for people, but we had to address the acoustics with these panels and with other elements as well. Welcome to the Arch Street pedestrian walkway. This is probably the most important central walkway that links North Campus to South Campus. This used to be a regular street, but we worked with the police and others to transform this to a fully pedestrian walkway. And it's made a huge difference. It connects the area near Saratoga and Lexington to the zone near the School of Dentistry beyond. It also added a number of trees to the temporary parking lot used by the University Hospital, as well as rain gardens. All of these things actually combine to create wellness for all the users here on campus, and in addition to wildlife in the area that has very limited opportunities in an urban environment. Welcome to Health Sciences Research Facility 3. This is the newest and greatest facility that we have here on campus. A lot of groundbreaking medical research is done right here and extends the long history of the university from Davidge Hall over 200 years ago, where medicine began here in Maryland, to this latest facility. We incorporated several sustainable features in the design of this building. You will see, first of all, the green roofs, both below and here just behind me. What they do is they retain storm water and then slowly release it, and they actually keep the building cooler, so it uses less energy. You can also see just behind me the skylight monitors that bring light into the atrium space. And they were sized both to reduce cost and reduce the amount of energy used while still bathing the atrium space below in natural light. But the most interesting part of sustainability that we've done here recently is to partner with a local beekeeper to place a beehive there at the end of this upper roof. And bees are critically important to many crops that we rely on. They are having challenges these days, so creating healthy environments for them here in an urban location is especially important. Welcome to Health Sciences Research Facility 2's Pollinator Garden, the first of many. Pollinator gardens are critical because pollinators support all of our crops, and at the same time, the flowers that we use, the native plants, create visual beauty for all of us as we're walking by. So it is something that we've slowly done in our campus to increase areas for pollinators, reduce maintenance costs, and create visual beauty for all of us here on campus. Welcome to the Louisa Parsons Memorial Garden at the School of Nursing. As part of the Lounge Addition project, we actually found this wonderful fragment, architectural fragment, that people affectionately call the bird bath. We discovered that it was part of the enhanced facade of Parsons Hall. So we recreated the entrance of the Parsons Hall, integrating this later architectural decorative fragment as part of our recycling, in this case with historical significance, of components of UMB. We also chose to use nothing but native plants here. We had to choose some that were shade-loving, and it creates a place of wellness and respite from the noises of the urban environment here in Baltimore. Welcome to Pascal Row. This is one of our oldest buildings on campus. Approximately 5 years ago, we were putting in the electrical infrastructure, so we had to tear up all of this paving over here. We took that opportunity to actually modify the design to add greenery. So along this north facade, we added shade-loving native plants, which have made a tremendous difference visually for people walking by, but also environmentally, keeping the area cooler. We also took the opportunity to get some more historically appropriate mailboxes, which look to be almost like sentries at each entry, making it easier for residents to pick up their mail and enhancing the historical character of this wonderful building from the early 1800s. As my 11-year tenure here at UMB comes to an end, I really want to express my deep gratitude to my awesome colleagues and inspired leadership here, without which many of these things you see in the video would never have come to fruition. This past decade has been the most personally rewarding of my 46-year architectural professional career. And now I look forward to what you all will accomplish moving forward. Go UMB.